Hey, Govox here. So there is so much going on in Madden. I've been like stun locked all day after stream, before stream, about what to talk about. Wow. I'm just gonna get right into it. Maybe. Okay, we'll do an intro first. We got account linking, progression, EA trial issues between Xbox, PlayStation. We'll get into over 100 stats, rookie premieres tonight, potentially. I don't know, pre-order bonuses tonight. Botters, mutt squads, mess ups. It's wild. I don't even know where to start. Okay, you know what? Let's go straight from my Twitter account, right? And let me bring it up here first. I don't know what. I have no idea what to call this YouTube video, first of all, because so much is going on. But right here, EA, I tweeted, we saw Texas. He tweeted up, he got his PS5 leveled up to 48, and then his Xbox, which was linked to his EA account, got up to 48 too. So it's, I think, the start of a cross-platform progression, something we saw in LMB. That's something that I love in that game. I hope they have it in Madden too, where if you up your level on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, they each level up, right? And that's not a bad thing, because leveling this year is going to take so long. Now, obviously, people are botting it. We'll talk about that in a second and how EA got those people. But that's a positive development. Hands down, absolutely love it. The issue is I've seen some people have some problems if they had a farm account, if they had their brother's account on a console, and they each have their own teams. If they're linked to the same EA account, some people said like during solos they have trouble playing. One guy said he was playing in solos and they were giving him his brother's players during those solos, but during head-to-head his roster was fine. So there's a lot of bugs to be worked out, but what doesn't come out from EA with the some bugs in it, right? So I don't know if EA is like trying to do that to limit farm accounts, but you wouldn't really be able to limit farm accounts that way, because you can just make a new EA play or EA account and still do the same farm account. So we'll see what's going on with that, but just to let you know, that's right off the top of the docket. Like I talked about right there. This is one thing. All right, they just banned a bunch of people on PC for level 50, but bans were registered on 21 and not 22. Still, it's unfair to attempt the bans. Okay, so basically, if you got the level 50 by now, either, some people said they legitimately kick field goals all night, and it was definitely possible to do that. But a lot of people that got banned for bots, and they'll just straight up tell you, yeah, I was botting. But EA, like I said, it feels like the Three Stooges, right? Like, I hate bots. I think bots, they ruin games. They need to be banned just with malice, okay? So they ended up, I don't know if it's being stupid or if it's a warning shot to these people. They ended up banning these people that were botting to level 50 in Madden 21. So they didn't ban their 22 account. So they basically got away scot-free, because there's not many people playing 21, especially if you're botting on 22. You're probably, exclusively on 22. So I don't know what he is thinking there, right? I think they screwed up, right? There was no reason for somebody to have a transgression on 22 for you to take it out of them on 21. It makes no sense to me. But I think maybe it's because like it's pre-release 22 time. They still think it's like Madden 21 season. Maybe that's what their bots got them for. I don't know. Hilarious. A lot of people got emails saying they're banned on 21, but on 22 they're okay. And then talking about more bots, we see these mutt squads. People are basically matching up against each other, because like during EA Access we see this every year. A bunch of people going on and just matching up like their three accounts versus the three accounts, because there's like nobody searching, right? So you basically get matched up against, because like number 4 on the leaderboard is only played a total of 20 games. So if you get it going all night, average points for, average points against, you get in, you either quit or the other team quits, so on and so forth. And you can make a lot of coins. You can then sell those coins, transfer those coins, do what you want. But it is what it is. They farm matchups in the unpopular game modes, and hopefully EA in the future, the best way of doing this, like I said, is the same thing that SDS does. It's strange that I reference MLB and how they've taken care of a lot of these issues that EA is still behind on. Just put a 3-day cooldown on playing the same opponents. Then you can't literally match up with the same opponents over again. Now, in MLB, the people have gotten to the point, and this isn't a perfect way. There's one person who bots up to like 12-0 on BR. They basically have, I would say, like 1,000, it feels like, different accounts. So they keep matching up with their own accounts. The other accounts keep quitting, and they kind of farm stuff that way. So it's not a end-all, be-all solution, but it's not a bad solution to make them jump through more hoops as you continually to catch them and ban those main accounts that are kind of grinding like this. So hopefully these people get the big X soon for botting the game. Get out of here. And that's what I want to talk about from the Twitter account. All right, the rest of it. Connection lost. Of course it is. Okay. EA trial got extended for, I'm on Xbox now, and the reason I'm on it is because Xbox, there were so many EA Access issues with people losing times when they were signed off. EA's like, yo, just reset your game, bro, and it still was, it was hilarious how bad they did it. So what happened today, and I don't know if you guys were there in stream today, but basically PlayStation, which I plan on playing today, and you know, PlayStation was gonna be my main account, but they took away all of my trial access hours, and they had this happen to thousands of other people, and I wasn't allowed to play it today. They said, "Oh, just wait for it to launch tonight." So frustrating. I had to come back to Xbox, kind of play over here with more of the budget squad, like the pre-order lineup, and then I got that, so like golds and whatnot. And if I ran against a guy in man coverage, it was a very tough game. We'll say. I think I lost. I lost serendipitously to, that's the wrong word, two guys with those kind of lineups. But anyways, so they took it feels like they took the hours from PlayStation and gave it to Xbox. They basically opened up the Xbox trial until tomorrow night for EA Access. And I don't know, overall EA Access this year was a cluster F. Very frustrating experience for everybody. It was not smooth. I think it's, you know, the first year of EA Access on these next gen consoles, but like they had EA Access last year for next gen too. It just wasn't as demanded because it wasn't like the pre-order time. So there's a lot of glitches going on in Madden. It's very frustrating. But just FYI, if you're on PlayStation and you can't play tonight until the drop at midnight, it's due to EA's own tomfoolery and messing and screwing us over. So also, a lot of people ask about, like, you know, PlayStation users, why they weren't able to go to New Zealand to kind of like play ahead of time, like Xbox users, where PlayStation does a little different. They're a little bit more restricted on that. You can't change the time zone of your account, apparently. And so people that were trying it, it didn't work. You had to basically create the account in New Zealand, in Europe. Europe's already playing it right now for the Dynasty Edition MVP 3-day access early. So I don't know if we're getting rookie premieres tonight. We're definitely getting pre-order content tonight. EA did confirm that. So if you haven't got your pre-orders, you should be getting it tonight at midnight when the game launches. I could take a look. This is my Xbox. I can't log into my PlayStation account, so I had to look at that later. But on Xbox, it's funny enough, I was able to get 2 Dynasty Edition bundles because I played for the PC version and I, you know, got the Xbox version. So if you get EA Play Pro, $15 for a month, you will be able to get your the double Dynasty Edition. So 22 team packs, etc. Tom Brady, Mahomes. It's not a bad deal. $15, and then the next console you log into that's attached to that account, you also get the Dynasty Edition again. So big tip right there. If you want Dynasty Edition for $15, those pre-order bonuses again, you can go ahead and do that. That worked for me. I will not confirm if it's going to work for you. EA may have patched that, but everybody I've heard it from has gotten the same thing. So definitely worth looking into for those extra packs. There you go. That's a nice little tip. We also saw over 100 stats. This is kind of wild, right? I saw this on the Mutt sub. Shout out. Thanks for posting it. Thanks for tagging me. Peanut Butter Cow right there. So this card right here, 116 pass block power. So EA saw this last year, right? We saw this last year in the game. I called it the Gandhi glitch last year because it happened on power-ups. Basically, when they went below 0, like they gave a certain power-up a certain number, like, you know, 4 pass block power, and then when it went down, -1, and then it kind of like looped back around, like how in Civilization, Gandhi was so peaceful, but then there was some modifiers to lower the nuclear capabilities or nuclear wants to use of the entire world. So he went below 0, then he went up to max nuclear capabilities. It's the same thing that's kind of happening here, right? We're going all the way up to the top of the scale. So like we're seeing over 100 stats in game. Whether they do something is a different matter, right? The assumption, and EA has never come out and said this, the assumption is that they don't do anything because it's been 6 years since we've seen them. And they would have brought them back if they did something, because how much did we complain? And how easy is it to just increase the number from 99 to 100? But they don't want to give us something that doesn't work, because then it's like, you know, potentially liable, or we're going to sue them for false advertising that over 100 stats work. So hopefully someday it will. Hopefully this year it works. I don't know if this is the harbinger of things to come, but I would assume 116 is the same error that we saw last year, and they'll end up patching it at some point. But kind of cool to see nonetheless, and you know, maybe they'll make more bank errors in our favor, and we've seen a few already. There's just so much going on. I've talked for 10 minutes already. I got so many things more. Market talk. We got some stuff coming tonight. I think, you know, besides for the pre-order bonuses, I would assume, I would assume our first promo will be the 20th. So don't get too excited about tonight for the pre-order launch. Definitely the 20th is when we traditionally get, like, you know, our superstar promo like we got last year. So look out for that content. Tonight's gonna be kind of just a good night to just, you know, straight up play with no timers attached to you. So lots more videos coming. It's Madden season. As frustrated I am with a lot of the changes, it's still football, baby. Please like, please subscribe. We're shooting for 100K this year. We got to do it. We're gonna make it. Let's go. All right. Until we meet again.